Hello. Our past determines how we act in the present that projects our future. The past should not project your future. That's the job of the present. You see, there are a lot of people that have had so many bad experiences in the past, and so they live their lives presently based on the pains they've faced in the past. And then there are a lot of people who have made a lot of mistakes in life in the past, and so they live their present lives based on the mistakes that they made in the past meaning it's past. You shouldn't dwell on it. You see, your present determines your future. What you do with your present time, what you do with whatever you have now in your present, how you live your life presently determines what your future is going to be like. So if you keep living based on the pains, if you keep living based on the mistakes of the past, that means your future is going to be filled with pains, and mistakes. So basically, if you know you have a vision of where you want to be in the future, then focus on that vision. Drop the pain, drop the pains, and drop the mistakes. You see, the mistakes you've made in the past should only be learned from, such that you know what to do in order to avoid making those same mistakes. And also, the pains you felt in the past, you should not dwell on them in the present. Sure, it will hurt so bad, but then you learn how to avoid whatever caused that mistake in the first place. Ignore anything that is going to distract you from working on your present. You might feel you don't have enough resources. You might feel you don't have enough money. You might feel it's not yet time. You might feel, but the truth is, do anything you have to do now in order to make your future very bright. It is the present that matters, not the past. You see, people might have had a very bad past, such that maybe they weren't living so well in the past, and they decided to change, and then they start behaving well in the present. Surely people won't forget the bad things you've done in the past, but it doesn't matter. It's none of your business. Your only business is how to utilize what you have presently. Your only business is how to utilize the time you have presently. Because if you work very hard presently with your present time in your present, you work very hard, do everything you have to do, your future is going to be bright and it's going to be waiting for you now that you're still young. And then when you get to the future and you're bright and you've made it, you become a success and everything, people will no longer remember the bad things you used to do in the past. Even if at all they remember, it will never be used against you anymore. But in a situation whereby you dwell on the past in your present, you sulk on it, you feel that I can no longer change, let me just remain that way, and then you continue being that way and everything, then your past mistakes will never be fixed, and people will be able to use it against you. So that's what you should try to avoid. Leave mediocres alone. Leave anyone that's trying to tell you you cannot do it. Leave anybody that's trying to tell you that you cannot do this thing you're planning to do, you're planning to become. You cannot become it. No. Your vision. You see, a man can only go as far as he sees. If you see yourself to be a very great person, look, envision what you want to be. Envision yourself as what you want to be in the future. And the truth is, when you have a vision, you tend to work very hard towards getting to that vision, towards achieving that vision. So working on your present is very important. Dwelling on the past is unimportant. It is not necessary. It doesn't help. Because when you dwell on the past, it only tends to reduce your capability of building a very bright future. Okay, if you had a past that was so bright, you had everything in the past, and all of a sudden there was a downfall, maybe something happened, don't let it bother you. Don't feel that's the way you're going to remain all your life. Work and pray. Just work and pray this time you have now. Work and pray presently. The time is now, because this is your present. The way you live now determines what's going to happen tomorrow, how your future is going to be like. So leave the past alone. You still have time on your side. Work on the future, make yourself relevant. And then you come to realize that when you've made it, when you've reached your success, you realize that those past bad things that happened, the pains you felt, the mistakes you made, they only helped you achieve what you have become. Because you decided to learn from those pains, you decided to learn from those mistakes, you decided not to dwell on them, you decided to make yourself useful, you decided to work on yourself, you decided to make yourself a better person than you were yesterday, than you were in the past. You'll be happy. You'll be happy with yourself, you'll be happy with what you have become. Because you refuse to let whatever the mediocre said get to you. You refuse to listen to the people that told you you cannot do it. But you've done it. And you've reached your point. You've reached where you want to be. It's only when you stop seeing that's where you're going to stop. Where you see, the extent you see to is where you're going to be. I want to become the president of this country. That's your vision. That's what you want to be. That's your dream. Then you work towards it. You do everything you have to do. You're going to end up getting there. But I want to be the president of this country, and then you just sit down. You refuse to work on it. You refuse to do the things you're supposed to do. Then it's never really going to work out as you envision. And also, when you've made it in the future, and then you become what you've always had in mind to be, you'd realize people would say that it's because of the way you worked hard now in your present. But when it's your future and you become what you want it to be, it will be your past. People would say that it's because of how you worked hard in the past. That's what made you become what you are today in your future. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Presently, you have to work very hard. And then your future surely is going to be bright when you believe in yourself. So that's why I say your past determines how you act in the present that projects the future. The present projects the future, while the past only tells you how you act in the present that will help you to project your future. It's a lesson to be learned from your past. Don't dwell on it. Drop all the pains, drop all the mistakes, pick up only the lessons. And you'll see yourself excelling in everything that you do. Thank you very much for listening. Hope you enjoyed this video and hope you have been inspired beyond great measures. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel to get more inspiring videos. And don't forget to share with your friends so they can also get inspired. Thank you. Mwah.